Well, we're talking about Sonic, and we really haven't talked about Sonic a lot.
Also, this screen is so cluttered. There's just so much going on at all times.
Sonic, Miles, flashing lights.
Wow. But anyway, so
We
back
can talk about Sonic again, but I don't know of anything else about Sonic.
I want to talk about movies.
Why are we even playing Sonic?
I don't know, I felt like playing Sonic Generations. I hadn't played it before.
You're just playing pinball now.
Well, yeah, but what's wrong with that?
What if in between... What if we just switched to the Microsoft pinball?
Do you think anyone would
Pretended
notice?
we were still playing this? I don't think anyone would notice.
Man, I used to think that there were hidden depths in that game that I just wasn't good enough to get at.
Probably no.
Probably not.
Colin, did you see the thing I sent you about Fallout 3?
Yes. Yes, and it's the best thing ever.
So apparently in one of the Fallout 3 DLCs, there's a train. And in order to get a train into their game engine, they just made it a hat on an NPC. Wait, actually it was a glove.
What do you think?
And then when you're in the train, you are actually wearing it as a helmet.
That's a really clever way to get around it, but that's also hilarious.
And then there were... I was looking through the comments and there was... Got weird.
Really?
There's a lot of angry people there apparently.
What? Angry about what?
I don't know. I think a lot of people were interpreting that as a criticism of Bethesda.
What? Not even. That's clever. It's a good thing. Good job. High five.
Yeah. I don't know what they said, but apparently the people from High Voltage were commenting, or someone from High Voltage was, but all of their comments are deleted now.
Oh shit.
I don't know what happened. I hate when I find a thread graveyard.
Oh, those are terrifying.
Which just everything's deleted. But no, just the High Voltage comments were deleted, and then a bunch of comments criticizing. So I don't know what happened.
Where was this? Where was this discussion happening?
It was on our game dev.
Huh. That's weird, because usually they're not so, terrible.
Yeah.
Usually you don't get comic graveyards.
But yeah, so... apparently Gamebryo, the Fallout 3 and Oblivion game engine, is just a nightmare.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So... Well, you have to do stuff like that, so...
I mean, I think that's a really clever way of not having to do much work.
Yeah, I mean, but... I don't know.
Don't we want horse DLC where you just equip the horse's pants?
Well, they were talking about that when, in modding Skyrim. Someone modded boats into it.
How did that work?
And it was just a horse.
Oh, so it was just...
Made to look like a boat.
I hope it's still, whinnied and neighed and stuff.
Hopefully. Someone went through the whole, process of modding grappling hook arrows into Oblivion. Which sounded really complicated. I don't remember most of it, but at the end, to make you climb up the arrow, it would have to create a platform under the player that was controlled with, up and down.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and just carry them up.
Huh.
Someone who worked on The Sims commented about race car, little RC cars in The Sims.
Uh-huh.
They are just, invisible Sims on top of a race car.
That's amazing.
Apparently they are not sitting down as if they are driving the car, though. They're just in their T-pose.
T-poses are hilarious. Whenever there's asset loading fuckery and someone ends up in their default, it's always hilarious. With the best, of course, being that Witcher 3 glitch where something weird is happening while Geralt's banging.
Oh, you know what we haven't talked about?
Huh.
Game's done quick.
Oh yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it?
It's going. It's still going. It goes all week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone go. It might be over by the time we upload
this is our 5th episode or something, so it's gonna be over by the time we put this up.
Well, everyone should have already donated to prevent cancer.
That's not what it's for.
Is that not
No.
what the Is that just Awesome Games Done Quick? Is that not Summer Games Done Quick?
This one's Doctors Without Borders.
Oh, well then yes. That too.
Yeah, so... But last night was their Tetris block, where they had all of the Tetris Grandmasters come up and play.
I love that there are Tetris Grandmasters.
Yeah, well, because there's a game that never came out in America called Tetris the Grandmaster.
Oh.
And you can actually get the title of Grandmaster in that game. But holy crap, does it look impossible.
You were describing it and it sounded insane.
Yeah, so, the way... The mode you have to do to get that title is Death Mode. Which... So, that mode has instant gravity on Tetris blocks. So normally, you know, everyone's played Tetris, we all know. The block falls down, and then when you go up a level, it falls faster, and so on. So this mode, there is no falling. It just appears on the ground, and then after a certain time, locks into place.
Oh. That is terrifying.
Yeah, so... and then it gets faster from there.
Oh, good.
Because it will lock into place faster after landing on the ground. So you have to beat that mode to get to be it. And that's in the second game, and then in the third one, there's a variation on that mode where it starts out instantly, and then there are gimmicks that go.
Uh-huh.
Like, every so often it will clone the bottom row. Which is fine if you have, like, neatly stacked everything, because then it's just extra lines for you. But if you've got, like, a mistake down there, then it just multiplies it.
That's terrifying. Also, I don't know if I'm ever gonna lose this pinball game.
Yeah, I don't... You've been going for a long time.
Yeah, I've been playing for a while.
Maybe we should stop and go play Sonic?
Wait, here, let's... Okay, it was one more. Good.
But yeah, so they got to the point in that mode where all the blocks were like monochrome brackets.
Uh-huh.
So you couldn't like look at the block and tell what it is, because they all look the same. And they're moving incredibly fast. And they lock into place after 8 frames.
Wow.
Which means if you stop putting inputs in for 1 second, it will have stacked 5 blocks.
Which is insane.
Without you doing anything. Like, 8 frames is barely enough time to get the block from the middle to the edge of the screen. It's basically the limit to what is, like, theoretically playable. Yeah, they had the guy there, Khan, I think, who is actually, like, the world record holder for one of the modes.
Uh-huh.
And he's insane. He's a crazy person. When it comes to Tetris.
I have to imagine that anyone who could be considered a grandmaster of Tetris would be pretty crazy at Tetris.
Yeah. It's only recently that anyone from America got the title.
Really?
Yeah. Mostly because the game never came out over here.
That does make me feel a little better about it.
Yeah, so... Yeah, those games are ridiculous. They also did doubles mode, but with only one person.
What?
Which, first of all, Tetris has doubles mode. Which actually, they did it first as, like, in pairs.
Uh-huh.
And didn't beat it.
That's... Did they let one of their grandmasters at it?
And then they let 2 guys do it alone, and they beat it. Or one of them did, I think.
Insane. Well, it's
Yeah.
like, well, and the other, my favorite part of all the games, Awesome Games Done Quick or Games Done Quick stuff, I always am a big fan of seeing how glitchy and broken games get.
Yeah.
Horde of enemies. A horde of giant enemies will try to interfere with your race. Okay, sure.
First one to the finish wins.
Knuckles. Yeah, well, they did Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a little bit broken.
Did they do the?
And by a little bit broken, I mean nothing works.
Was that including the infinite jump glitch with Knuckles?
Oh yeah, and there's a similar glitch like that for all of the characters.
Really?
Knuckles is just the only one that you can do forever.
Oh.
Because pausing resets like everything, basically. So there's a glitch they use a lot with Sonic, where he could down bounce onto an enemy. If you pause it at the right time and then unpause, it'll just fling you crazy high into the air.
Uh-huh.
What are you supposed to do?
I don't know.
I think you're supposed to kill that thing.
I can't do anything about that. I don't know what I'm supposed to...
Kill that thing.
Wait, I'm gonna restart. I don't think... I messed up somewhere.
Whatever. Yeah, I forget what the time for that game was.
Actually, one of my favorite runs is Donkey Kong 64.
Mm-hmm.
Not that big any out as a platform, huh?
I really liked the,
You're not bad.
don't you have like a air move you can use on it?
Oh, or I can do that.
I think you're supposed to help Knuckles though.
No, I'm racing him.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, bye.
But yeah, I like the Donkey Kong Country race. Because they were doing it wasn't a glitch run, it was an all levels run.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Because if you do a glitch, you can skip like a ton of the game. But yeah, they had 3 people all racing to beat Donkey Kong Country while going to all the levels. And then it's just insane platforming. And a couple of jump rolls where I don't remember exactly how it works, but somehow you can trick the game into thinking that Diddy Kong should be rolling forever. And it'll just float across the levels. What is Knuckles doing? I imagine he's screaming, "Help me!"
I think he's cheating.
He's not drilling through anything, he's just flying.
I just like him slowly just like... Wee.
Anyway, bye.
Bye.
That's the end. We're all dead.